The Israeli defense minister said that they will continue to occupy Gaza after the war. Do you have any comment on that?
I'm not.
Or do you still expect the Israelis to pull out of Gaza once the war is over?
Said, it's important to take a little bit of a step back. First, in terms of discussing the outcomes of a potential deal that are still being negotiated, I'm not going to get into that. In general, what ultimately at the crux of this, at the crux of of getting a ceasefire in Gaza, what we're talking about is a deal that would be implemented in phases, and we're all currently focused on trying to get to that first phase, which is about hostages being released, a temporary ceasefire, and a surge in humanitarian assistance. Of course, future phases would have details as it relates to security arrangements inside Gaza, IDF withdrawal, and what the positions and numbers and all those specific details look like. However, as you've heard me say before, Said, that a long-term occupation of Gaza by Israeli military forces, IDF or otherwise, would be inconsistent with the principles that Secretary Blinken laid out in Tokyo about a year ago, which is something both myself, Matt, the Secretary himself, have been clear about from the very beginning, directly with counterparts in the region.
Has there ever been any Israeli occupation of Palestinian territories that is not long-term?
Said, I'm just not gonna. I appreciate your question. What your question was about this comment that was made as it relates to Gaza. We want to see a ceasefire deal first. We're working tirelessly to get that across the finish line. I cannot predict what these phases may look like from here, but again, I will just stress that a long-term occupation of Gaza is inconsistent with the Tokyo principles that we have continued to view as North Stars when we talk about our hope for the region.